Strep throat has been going around a kindergarten class. A cluster of the bacteria infiltrate one of the students, taking up residence in Tommy's throat. They begin to multiply as he gets sicker. Tommy's mom takes him to the doctor. The doctor prescribes Tommy penicillin. The penicillin inhibits synthesis of the cell walls. When the cells start to divide, their walls are unable to reform, leaving them at the whim of osmosis and causing them to burst. In just a few days, Tommy starts feeling better. He doesn't like the medicine the doctor prescribed and stops taking it. The premature halt of the penicillin gives the few remaining bacteria time to regroup and grow stronger. The bacteria are resourceful and they begin developing resistance by one of 4 ways. They could alter the target of the drug through mutation. The shape of the active site would then change and the drug becomes unable to bind with the cell. Or they could chemically degrade the penicillin before it is unable to attack. It is also possible to add a functional group to the penicillin, permanently changing its shape. The penicillin would not work as effectively since its new shape would prevent it from binding adequately. And a final strategy is pumping the penicillin back out through an efflux pump. This strep throat bacterium will not acquire all these modes. Instead, they are most likely to alter the target site of the antibiotic, the first mode we depicted. The newly armed bacteria are now able to share their super DNA with some of the other non-mutants. These bacteria are temporarily joining and sharing DNA. This is known as conjugation and is the most common form of DNA dispersal. These cells are using bacteriophages to share DNA. The bacteriophage attaches to one cell, then breaks off and attaches to the other, thus spreading the antibiotic-resistant genes. This bacterial cell is plundering the body of an antibiotic-resistant cell that died of natural causes. The cell is taking the DNA from the dead cell and integrating it into its own genetic material. Now that the strep bacteria have made a comeback, Tommy begins to relapse. His fever returns and his stomach begins to ache. His mother takes him back to the doctor, but most of the antibiotics that treat strep throat are penicillin-based and so will have no effect on Tommy's resistant bugs. Instead, the doctor prescribes him cephalexin, one of the antibiotics often given to patients allergic to penicillin. Tommy is sure to continue taking his new medication as long as his doctor says, and soon all of the strep throat bacteria have been wiped out.